to Jinxweed CottageCore. We have been working on primal magic. Last time I got a little bit stuck, I figured it out. What happened over here was there was a carrot, clay, and I believe string. It actually wanted 3 of each, so I did go ahead and do that. And then as we were closing out the chapter, I, finally figured out this is how you craft a spell on your wand. And so I did go out and collect some more mana. So I think we just put that in here. So let me move these real quick. It's storming out. So I think today we might start on the membership poems. And there's that. So spell type, touch. So I guess touch because you want it to affect payload, earth damage, frost, lightning, solar, lunar. Then it has base cost. Damage, frost. Frost also has power with it. Power, duration, and power. Same for lunar. Maybe we should just start with. I feel like frost would be kind of cool because maybe you could just like freeze the mob in place. Although I have no idea what this does. So duration and power. Base cost is 1. So the base cost went up with the power, so I guess we'll just try that. Primary mod. Frost hand. I'm not sure what we need to do. Total C mana 2.4. Wonder if we put like sea dust in there. Oh well, now I don't have a spell for a minute. Base cost 3. No. We have to read the book to see. Oh, I also did go visit a mountain. We needed the mountain, so we need bamboo and leaves, and I visited the desert, so sunwood and sandstone. Sunwood is up here. Let's grab the other items that we need. Sandstone. Bamboo. the sun. Oh, I still need to spend the sun mana. Hold on. And the sky mana. So we need to do the arrows. So, sky and the sun. Sun dust. Sky dust. So let's do that. It's a good thing I built up in the wands. We're using up the sky mana off of our wand to make these, which is what it wants us to do. Right, so we've completed that one. We have gained a minor attunement to the sky, and now we do the same thing for the sun. Let's those our wands. One more set. So the sun is done. And then blood, I don't think I have any of the bloody flesh. And we would also need to make some blood mana, or blood dust. Sorcery was making these spells, right? Expert sorcery. My skill of sorcery is growing, but I need more practice with it before I can get over. Right. Craft a spell and cast 10 spells. Does it say? Did I miss it somewhere? Spell type projectile. By using sea mana in a damage spell, I end up with a burst of intense cold. The potential damage seems to be the same as for an earth spell. But rather than knocking the target back, a frost spell will coat the target in rime, slowing it down. The strength of the slowing effect is proportional to the damage of the spell, and its duration can be configured separately. To create a spell, I'll need to use a spellcrafting altar like the one I've just designed. Placing a blank spell scroll. Oh, okay. On the altar, I'll be able to select what vehicle the spell should take. Alright, so a blank spell scroll. Paper and sticks. Let's grab some paper. I'll hopefully get it figured out sooner or later. Spell scroll. Placing a blank spell scroll on the altar, I'll be able to select what vehicle the spell should take, for example touch, and what payload it should carry. And by channeling earth mana, I can create a damaging burst of energy. Or over here, and what payload it should carry. I suspect I'll also be able to select ways to modify the spell once I learn more, but for now, that's it. Once the characteristics of the spell are settled, I will have to take a wand, place it on the altar. Place it on the altar and use it to spend mana. Describe the spell onto a scroll. I suspect there are a wide variety of types of spells I'll be able to cast with more experience, so I'd better get practicing. Okay, that goes there. Her wand goes there. So we want it to be touch, so it does damage to something else, and I wanted to try it in the frost. We'll start with a duration of 2. And a power of 2. So base cost is 3. Touch, frost damage, 10 damage, 4 seconds. Right click to cast will consume scroll. So how that works. I'm not sure. See if I can find something to test it on, or will it just... Make all these over here. That should probably clean up the... No, I'm not doing it right. Yeah. Let me go home real quick. Right click to cast. Oh, do we use... Okay, we use the scroll. Wow, you only get to use it once? Okay. So expert sorcery, craft a spell and cast 10 spells, so you need 9 more of those then. Wow. little bit more paper, I guess. So I guess for now, we'll just make it basic since we're just trying to move on. Playing squirrel. And we want 9 of them. So we put those in there. And 1 in there. So we'll just do that. The sound is really very cool. So use the scroll, and you can, if you watch the bar, you can see the mana being taken from there, from the wand. I now feel comfortable calling myself an expert at sorcerer spellcasting. I mean, I wouldn't go that far for myself, but okay. Thanks for believing in me. Now I can start researching more advanced topics. For starters, I'd like to do more with sorcery than just creating damage bursts. And wand inscription. So we need some more required knowledge. Can you put a duck egg in there? No, because it's modded, so. If I put a torch, I have. Right, let's go gather some more materials for our analysis. How about we see, like, food items? Oh, we also have a bunch of plants. Let's do watermelon. Then an egg. Wheat berries. So we did raw pork chop, raw mutton, cooked rabbits. Oh my god. God. I mean, pumpkin pie. Yeah, I think that should give us enough. And those in the. Oh, I took 2 mushrooms too. No, mushroom stew has moon and herbs. God, blood affinity. Right, so the fish. So any meat will have apparently the blood affinity, so that's kind of cool. Let me hold on to those. We acquired our knowledge. I've devised a technique for inscribing a written spell onto the core of a wand. This will consume the scroll but allow me to cast the spell as many times as I can afford and the mana cost. Alright, so now we're upgrading to a wand. A wand can only have so many spells inscribed onto it, determined by the wand's core. I can change the wand's active spell list by pressing R. By default, and selecting a spell from the radial menu. Should I become dissatisfied with my wand's spells, I can clear it of all of them by placing it onto the wand inscription table without a scroll. Okay, so a table and a blank scroll. do that here, right? Wait. There we go. Wand inscription table. Oh, look how cool. Alright. So now some of the different spells. Amplify, required knowledge. We have that. It seems that spells have a relatively narrow range of power available to them. Is this really the best I can do? So it turns out that throwing mana at the problem will let you bypass these limits to a point. Any spell can have an Amplify mod attached to it. Amplification will increase the power and duration of any other spell payloads or mods by the power of the Amplify mod. Amplifying a spell in this way will greatly increase its mana cost, but the effects can't be argued with. Only the Amplify mod with the greatest power value will be considered for a single spell. Sometimes, rather than attack a creature directly, I would prefer to lay a trap. Maybe that can be arranged. Alright, so we need some more theory knowledge. So we've made the wand assembly table. We need a dust and observation. So we need some more observations. So let's grab a couple more things. Let's do a honey bottle, 10 wheat. How about a bowl? Why not? So there's, we can do our mushrooms and a apple, an apple. I believe that will give us enough. So we will analyze those. Honey has a blood affinity. Okay. So that's complete. Knowledge. 1 day. Oh, I see. This isn't full yet. We're still at 0. You spend some time working with your tools, creating paraphernalia to help with your magical pursuit. So a crafting table and a smoker. Let's go ahead and have our mushroom stew. Crafting table and a smoker. almost halfway there. Red, a map, and 4 arrows. We have the grid. We have arrows up here. And let's grab a map. Too much work dulls the mind. Perhaps an idea will strike you if you take some time to stop and smell the roses. So a bed, a jukebox, a book, and a baked potato. Jukebox, book, baked potato. Jukebox, a book, and let's grab a baked potato. Somewhere. Here we go, baked potato. Oh, I suppose I could also grab some more stuff to analyze while we're here. Ooh. Probably do the crimson fungus. This away. Doing the research table. Bed. Right, now we have a theory. I've learned how to take the energy of a spell and delay its effect in the form of a mine. Rather than take effect immediately, a mine will fade from view and wait for the first creature to approach it. When that happens, the spell will be unleashed on that creature. Alright. So they also have an arming time. Alright, so you can take a minute to read that. Blood. Most living things have some kind of blood in them. Let's see if a blood mana-based attack can exploit that. Carved pumpkin, iron axe, glass bottle, crossbow. Alright, while we're here, we will analyze these. I guess we can do the jukebox. Pumpkin, glass bottle, crossbow. This bottle. Pretty sure I don't have a crossbow. Ears. Oh, 3 bottles. That's where I messed up last time. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. Yo. Oh god, stone. An awakened emerald. Oh, just a regular emerald. Okay. 3 carrots, 2 stone, 2 raw cod. Wait a minute. Cod, stone, emerald, carrots. I think that was it. Stone. Cool. It gave us some bread. Is that? Yes, okay. We acquired our knowledge. I've discovered that the right blood spell will rend and tear the insides of any creature unfortunate enough to be hit by it. The damage is less than that of an earth spell, but because it harms the creature from within, it bypasses any armor that it may have. So, break. We need more knowledge. Damaging creatures is useful and all, but sometimes I need to knock down a wall, and that's really tiring. Maybe I can use earth magic to break blocks. That's cool. So, board paper, we already have 2 dye, rotten flesh, and 3 carrots. Dye, rotten flesh, and carrots. Dye. Rotten flesh. And some more carrots. Gave us 16 arrows. a wand. Done that. Observation and that. So that was easy, yay. Experiment with different methods and materials for constructing wands, hoping to refine your understanding. So we have done the wand assembly table. Get some more for that. Put some dye in there. Sunstone. So gold and iron. Just eat our carrot. So, iron. Gold. And we need to make some more observations. How about a block? Gravel. Rosemary bricks. Granite wall. Block of coal. Cauldron. Some kelp. I think that should get us to the next level. Wow, 52 earth for a cauldron. Oh, not that. Eight. Gold, iron. Wand tinkering. You experiment with different methods and materials, hoping to refine. So, wand assembly, observation, sunwood, and bamboo. Right. Through judicious application of earth magic, I'm now able to erode the material structure of almost any solid block. This process is not instantaneous and harder blocks would take longer to break, but I can increase the speed of breaking by increasing the spell's power. This spell has no effect when cast on living creatures. Alright. So, conjure light. Maybe I'll just do these off camera real quick. And then go through them with you. Alright, so I'll pause for a minute. I'll get these done. And I'll be back. Welcome back. I figured out, I don't know, for some reason OBS reset my keybinds. But we're going to take a break from Primal Magic and we are going to work on our first membership home. And I just took a photo of the before, so let's look. We're going to work on this one. I have a thought process for it. So this one is for TyrieSays. She picked this one because it has these little pawns all around here. And we have this one in the back. So I was thinking I would like to have maybe an enclosed garden area here. And kind of the home expanding a little bit this way and then around the center garden area. I have no idea how I will accomplish that, but you know, we'll see how it goes. So let's move these for now. We do have some blocks here. I brought a furnace. I would like to use the brown terracotta because I think it would be cool to maybe give each of the homes a different color terracotta since they're already using the green for each one, but we'll switch out some of the colors. I think this one has the yellow, so we could change this out for some yellow terracotta. And go on from there. We trim this. We'll put some of the brown terracotta, and we'll be using the cobblestone. Snack. Nope, I'm getting 2 hearts. Maybe we'll have 2 wide door. Let's see. Mossy oak door from rivets. Alright, we are using the brown terracotta, so we'll keep that in mind. I really like these doors. These doors are awesome. Maybe we'll use this one. Let's see if we have the materials for that. Do. I can also make the sliding doors. We go ahead and make a set of those too. Oh, I had gotten the lychee doors. I forgot about that. That was a whole trip, so we'll use those. go ahead and keep the basic structure the same. But we'll just make this too wide. Did I put... Let's go make some packing tape real quick so I can move that crate without emptying it. We'll get our Minecraft exercise today, running around. Need to make the controller for this, but for that you need another netherite ingot and a template. So tape. I believe we need paper with us for that. It's such a great area. I'm so glad I found it. So shift right click, and now we can grab that and we'll move it over here across the way and then just right click it to open it back up. So that's awesome. We'll put those doors in here. Actually, I can put this in my backpack. Let me rearrange everything again. And sleep real quick. We'll just move this over one. Put the sign back. I should have brought some dye with me or something, but that's okay for right now. I'm not sure about that. We'll have to see how it goes. You can always put something across there, so. We do want just a little bit of walking space here, so maybe we'll just take it out to here. Put a window in there. We're going to keep this design the same. I do have windows over here. We'll be moving this side out just a little bit. Let's go a little more. Just make it a little bit tricky, but that's alright. Alright. This is also kind of too wide. Oh, you know what? I thought that was water because of the reflection when I was over here before. So maybe what we want to do here is we'll take these out. We should probably take this out as well, right? So we can see the waterfall. And leave this open. Maybe we can also do a window here. That's really cool that you can put the pane on the brick wall. Let me grab... Oh, I also had the limestone I was gonna use. I think I was going to use that instead of the cobble, I believe. Probably need to get a stone cutter. Alright, let's change that out then. We have cobbled limestone as well. Let's make a stone cutter to bring with us. Actually, we could probably make in the stone cutter for our backpack, possibly. see. So, stone cutter. And an upgrade base. Awesome. Cool. And I can put some stuff away while we're here. Backpack. There we go. Look, now we have a stone gunner. Cool. So let's go ahead and make some noise. See if I have more limestone. I don't, so that may be something we need to grab at some point, because I probably will not have enough. Fleshy trainer. June and a dark forest. Thank you so much. Let's have a snack. I'm going to put in the furnace here. Let's cook a couple of brown terracotta. Maybe I'll fit in there with that, or well, yes, because eventually we're going to have a floor probably across there. So you could do the top row. Something like that. So let me switch out limestone for the cobblestone. I guess instead of the cracked, we could use the cobble. Oh, and then some of the mossy limestone has the little flowers on there, so that's kind of cool. I mean, honestly, I guess that's fine. Okay, we had the ladder there. We can figure out the walls. It's gonna look really cute. There with the stair. Also, is there just a... There is, so let's grab some of the limestone stairs. Oh, there's also chiseled limestone. Alright. We'll need to... Right, limestone bricks. Put them these way. So I may change. I think I will change out the doors because that's a little too much, I think. Oh, I can also make the limestone as well. That's cool. So I feel like this will be super. Gets that's a stair. There's two walls up here, so we're well, I guess this is going to stay open, so put some light real quick. I change that somehow. Maybe not. Let me look down here and see if it makes a... Hold on. It does. That's what I wanted to do. Connected the top part up there, so I guess that's okay. Oops. So you're only going to see that from the outside because we're going to have the ceiling going across here. I should probably do something different for the ceiling. Oh. Don't we come over here? Hey, I don't want to mess with you. Oh, you're just... some play. That might also be a good building block. Alright, let's go back. Don't know what happened over there. Well, let's find a new set of doors. Probably something darker. And something for the ceiling slash floor. The doors. Maybe the book one or the fortified. Just need to make some. I have 2 dark oak doors and bring it to the carpenter's table. I think that might be too much, but this might work. I'm gonna use dripstone for the floor if I put that dripstone in the brick. Alright, so we have that option to truss up the dripstone, which may be cool. Let's finish right here. do it. It's gonna be obviously completely awkward, but I think it will be kind of cool because not everything has to be, you know, symmetrical and all that good stuff. I'm okay with, as you know, the things not being we're gonna try something different here and see how it goes. Oh, so you could also make a dripstone. I don't know if this would be too much. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's get this finished. So we would leave this open here. So then you're going to have another area to walk into here. We will leave an opening here to get to the pathway. So we'll leave there. A bit of a walkway here. So let's bring this in. Right there. We may even take this out. Figure something out here. I'm going to have windows here. Windows here. probably go ahead and take this out because that takes up a lot of room. Probably a window here. Let's make this. Maybe a smaller window here is do probably a too tall window because that is a pretty nice view. I just made those for grab some more windows. We're going to use like tiled brown. I can probably also make a magnum torch for over here, so we don't have to deal with mobs while we are building. So, brown stained glass is what we start out with. So, glass. Some brown dye. Go ahead and make all of those. Oh, except I forgot we were making paint, so you probably didn't need that much. And the glass blower. Alright, we have those. Let's just eat those. Is there anything else? Oh, a magnum torch, right? So we would like a diamond one to keep mobs from spawning. Awesome. I really like listening to the night sounds, plus it's raining, so, but I would also like to build safely. No, I'm going to put it here. Oops, we have so we would like to place there we go. to put it actually in the corner, but we'll see. Let's look at the dripstone again for the ceiling slash floor. I honestly feel like I might just stick with the regular dripstone. Oh, we would actually need to go up one more, I believe. Go here. Not that one because we have a ladder. So let me fix that. Maybe I'll just put this one here and then do the brown. And actually, I guess you could put the other one down here at the bottom. Okay. Put that on the side. One. And to fill in the barn I thought of. So we can do that. We'll need to get some more cobbled limestone to switch things up as well. Do you think that maybe I should just do the wall one here? Because it is meant to look rustic, so let's change out these two. Flooring up there. to grab some more dripstone. And then we'll probably have to take this down some. This I think will come back here a little bit and go around. Grab some more ladder. I wonder if we could switch up some of the dripstone with some packed mud. Don't know if that would be too much, but we can try that and see. Don't think there was anything else. You know what? Let's look at. Oh, we do need a couple more dark oak doors. Oh, and the ladder. Maybe we'll make the dark oak ladder. To tie in with the door. Hold on. I also would like to make the shine. The amethyst one. Our nice little rainy day. Nothing like a rainy day for building. As I fall into the pond, hold on. I'm okay with that. We're going to put some stone there and all that good stuff. Let's do that real quick. then this can be a little garden area here around this pond. Obviously it would just mostly be a walkway through here, and then the main living area can be back here. And then upstairs can have some rooms. Did that, maybe come back like 5. 3, and then 5 from here, so 1, 2, and probably do a wall here in the middle. Have 2 sets of windows. So we can put our doors over here. I was gonna say maybe we could have a door going out this way, but I don't think so. I think we'll just stick with the windows. And then I guess, oh, that's where, okay, so we'll move our ladder over. Okay, now the mud brick will go in there. this and add the mud. Let's see where I can find the limestone again. I believe I got this from the binary house that we took apart. So we could possibly incorporate the tuff. I don't know if that's a little too much, but we'll see how it goes. Should do a wall around it. This area here. And let's do the corner block with the stone. Here. Wall. Or should I leave that open? Figure that out after. Getting there, we'll probably need a trapdoor or actually not, because eventually we'll have a roof up there. Or we could just leave the top open. Let's add a garden up there as well of some type. Because that would be kind of cool. Just admire the view real quick. That's awesome. So, I mean, technically the top could be kind of ruined, but contain a garden area, which I think would be pretty cool. Again, we're not going for like perfection, we're going for using what's already here and just doing something different and out of the ordinary. So you could have a rooftop garden going on. I'll also need to figure out some type of flooring for in here. Let's talk about snark. Put some stuff away. Grab this. It's in our backpack to put away later. I don't think we need any more of the ladder. Put the doors in my backpack for now. I'll use 2 doors for on the back of the house. Let's grab our shovel. I can also put the yellow terracotta away. And put up some torches for now. Some of these seeds. just to bring back in the brown terracotta and then have it do something outside there. Let's go out one more. I just did it 2 out. Okay. That's fine. We'll do something here as well with the terracotta. So, not to worry. So then maybe I should do this here. To we have a door out there. Do we need a door out this way? We have the front door. So no, probably not. But we probably should have a set of windows, right? Don't mind me. Got it. And then we'll clear that out some. come out. Maybe do just one set of windows here. There. Eventually do something on the inside right there to break that up some. So what did we have? We have 3 in. Let's make some more mossy. Let's 2 windows here. It's not that. We want one more. Now, the fun part will be figuring out the top, but again, I feel like it's going to end up being a kind of ruin. I want to do this. I'm going to take away that. And then carry this out here. To tie it in with the original. just getting the foundation sort of set. Obviously, decorating and breaking things up will come a little bit later. But I'm really finding this really quite interesting because it is something totally different. And I feel like that's kind of what we're going for. I mean, at least I am, so. Mission accomplished so far. Here, let's go ahead and place in these. I do want to get some more of the cobbled, or maybe use the tough, since I don't know how hard it's going to be for me to find some more limestone. I guess I could find another binary building and take that apart. Let's do that. I believe that gives us enough headroom without it being too crazy, right? Let's see. Yeah. Put some light over here. Listen to the wolves howl. Always one of my favorite sounds in Minecraft. Probably need some more dripstone. Mud. Let's go grab that. And we will also need to figure out some flooring. Stone. And packed mud. What would we like to use for flooring? We have the K-Pock, that might tie in. We could do that and maybe strip some. Maybe not. Maybe I want something darker. So it will have to be something quite solid. Because we have all of the limestone going on. Oh, maybe some willow. Let's try that. So that's X-ray. Let's grab that. We'll see how that goes. Wait a minute, I don't have a sword. Wait. Gosh, sword. Okay. Yeah, sadly I think because this is Forgotten Forest, I think the spiders spawn anyway, even with a magnum torch, which is fine. I don't know, maybe now that I look at it, this might be a little too much. I could raise this up one and put something else for the ceiling down here. I'm not sure now. So, unless I change these out, I am not sure that I think the willow though will look nice. Do I also want to use some planks? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But let's go up and add the stumbly blocks, or as much as I can around here. We may put a fence up or something. I'm not sure about that part yet. Probably put one there and there. Alright. And then do something along here. See how much of this I can finish up. That works for that. So I can always move this over here. This way, move this wall this way. And then we can carry on the ruins hook along the edges as well. That is the thought process, anyway. Sadly, I think this is too much for in here. So I may have to think of something different for that. But otherwise, I'm really happy with the design of it. So again, we're just going for something totally awkwardly different. And I think I've accomplished that, so that's kind of cool. So we can take this out. do something a little different here like we have at the sides. Then I could always add something along there. But we'll see how it goes. Probably turn these into slabs to save on resources. Right, so yeah, I think I'll definitely have to rethink the ceiling sadly. It would probably be okay to leave in. Moss blocks as well. There. We'll leave the grass and moss around the pond so we can add some plants. make some more slabs. Some more slabs. I think we should hopefully have just enough. And then maybe change out the coarse dirt for the oats. There. I think that works with the limestone. Again, the ceiling, on the other hand, I am not so sure. Also, I think I would like to raise the ceiling up one. So I'll probably do that off camera. I'm quite happy with the layout. To terraform this a little bit. So we go shovel. Some of the seeds. So obviously I can terraform some also off camera. I'll also make some more brown terracotta. I'll need to terraform over here a little bit. what we'll do is a line of brown terracotta around the entire next to floor. I think that would tie everything in quite well also. And we'll make more of the glazed brown terracotta for the windows to tie all of that in as well. Look at the moon. Photo. Yeah, so I think if we do the brown terracotta along the top there, and get the glazed terracotta around the windows. That's okay. I'm excited about that. I think that will be pretty cool. There's the front. And like I said before, we'll do something a little different within the front door there going on. Nope. Yeah, alright. So I think what I'll do is go ahead and close out the chapter. So look, that's looking really quite cute. I will figure out something different with the ceiling, I believe. Although, now that I look at it all together, and once we have stuff in here, it might actually function. Or, I mean, not function, but it will, I think it might actually work. Because I think I would also break some of this up with some trap doors. And remember, we're going to have decorations in here to break this up, a few more plants over there. But I probably will go ahead and raise it up one. But I think it's growing on me. Let me know what you think. But I do think it's growing on me. Alright, awesome. I'm good with our progress thus far. Let me do that, and so look, it's looking pretty cool. It has the vibe that I was going for, even though I had no plan, but I wanted it to be honestly something completely different. So I think I've achieved that. The ceiling is now growing on me. I will raise it up one. And yeah, we'll continue this next time around. I'm excited to see how this turns out. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to Minecraft with me. I appreciate you doing so. If you enjoyed this chapter, consider leaving a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know how your worlds are going. Whether in Minecraft or in real life, I love hearing from you. And, you know, YouTube memberships, if you would like to join that, starts at $2 and goes to $5. You get for the $5 you get a special home like this one, so you know that's kind of cool. And this one is going to be for TyrieSays. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye.